Jacobson. Batting third base, number 28, Jaden Malone. Batting fourth, catcher number 6, Megan McAlpin. Batting fifth, left fielder number 11, Addison Good. Batting sixth, pitcher number 12, Tempe Carlsrud. Batting seventh, first base, number 15, Olivia Huff. Batting eighth, center field, number 8, Isla Martin. Batting ninth, right field, number 7, Brian Crane. Head coach for the Cubs, Corey Balloon. And now for the starting lineup for your Carroll Tigers. Leading off, shortstop number 7, Riley Merwell. Batting second base, number 8, Tonya Hahn. And third catcher, number 2, Briley Bowman. Batting fourth, right field, number 16, Emma Danner. Batting fifth, pitcher number 14, Kyra Hosenfeld. Batting sixth, center field, number 1, Talia McCool. Tegan McCool. Batting seventh, third base, number 12, Kayla Cummings. Batting sixth, first base, number 21, Chloe Koster. Batting ninth, right fielder, number 11, Kyla Owen. And your head coach, Riley Ludwig. Would you please rise, remove your cap, and sing the national anthem?
Welcome here for more Tiger softball. My name is Jackson Kerrigan, and today we bring you the visiting Nevada Cubs versus your home team, Carroll Tigers. And we take a look here at the Tigers 0-1 on the season, towards the bottom of the conference. So not off to the greatest of starts here, but looking to turn it around here and try to keep some fun this season. And as we look at Nevada state non-conference matchup, Nevada is 1-0.
Shortstop number 1, Sorry,
And we get started here as we'll have Kyra Hosenfeld on the bump for the first start of the year, and she will first pitch against Jory Hillman, sophomore, shortstop. First pitch here is in there for a strike. Good start for Hosenfeld so far. Hosenfeld rock back, fires. And that one is a little high there, making the count 1-1. As we take a look around the infield here, over at first base for the Tigers, junior Chloe Coster, second base. I think that's Carroll Cummings, shortstop Riley Marla, third base. That's Kylie Cummings, second base Talia Hahn. Then in the outfield and center you got Keegan McCool. Right field you got Kyla Owen, and in left field you have Emma Danner. 2-1 count here for Hosenfeld as she rocks back, fires home. And that one swung on and drilled up the middle into center field for a base hit. So good start for the Cubs so far with a runner on first.
Nobody down, second base, number 5, Nicole Whittrick.
Speedy second baseman Nicole Whittrick, number 5, helps in, choking up on the back here. Looking like she might lay down a slap bunt here and try to beat it out to first. As, yes, she did go for it, and the runner goes as on the strike, but not in time. Hillman will advance second on the stolen base. Infield in, and here comes the next pitch, and that one's popped up into the air, and it's foul. Not the greatest of slap attempts there, as normally you want to kind of get it on the ground and get it going pretty quick off the ground. You don't really want to pop it up, but I think she might have felt the pressure as third base and second are both very far in here, as almost to the in front of the circle here. Marla over by third base, so definitely a good gap. As she was looking for it again, and Hillman's got a good lead. She's taken off for third, and she's going to be there because nobody was covering the bag. So good heads-up base running there by Hillman, as she'll get another successful steal here. So back to the batter here. Whittrick, 1-1 count on her. Nobody out here in the top of the first. And the pitch is just a bit outside for ball 2 here. As Bowman will walk it back to her pitcher, Hosenfeld. And she sets in, fires. And it's another slap, and she'll be fair, and she's going to be safe as she's able to run it out. Good diving by the young third baseman Cummings, just not able to reach it. So that'll be a successful infield hit for Whittrick. Now Jaden Malone steps up here for the Cubs. Hosenfeld's pitch is in there for strike 1. As Whittrick will take off for second and easily be there. So runners now second and third with still nobody out. Hosenfeld gets the sign, now it's up under the bump. Rocks back, fires again, and that one swung on and missed for strike 2. As Hillman on third, taunting Bowman there, just not moving until she throws it back to Hosenfeld. So definitely got to keep an eye on her. As Hosenfeld going for the K here, as that one popped up into the air, foul territory, and Chloe Coster's not able to get back and get there quick enough, so it will be a foul ball. The 2 pitch to Malone is grounded to third base, and she'll throw it over to first, and there'll be one out, but the Cubs will get one across, so they will take the early 1-0 lead here with one away.
One away catcher, number 6, Megan McAfee.
Megan McGaffin, the 4-hole hitter, steps up here with runner on third, 1 out as she swings at the first pitch and misses for a strike. Second pitch to McGaffin is in the dirt for ball one. Rosenfeld gets the sign, then checks Wittrig at third. Make sure she's not trying to take off. As that one swung on and missed there. Good little off speed by Rosenfeld, and that's strike 2. Rosenfeld looking for her first K of the game as she throws it in there, and that one should have fouled off the bottom of the bat. Good job to foul it off. And Malone will continue the at-bat. Just a quick look here at the Cubs. Their last game had a 14-5 win over South Hamilton on the 27th. And coming into this game, once again, 1-0, looking to get another road win here as the count's now 2-2. And can't seem to find any stats on them as that one's grounded to short. Marla takes it, throws it, and it's just over the head of Chloe Coster as a final score. And Mahone will go into second safely, so that'll be ruled as an error. Just an unfortunate mistake there for the sophomore Marla. Definitely could have made that one. Just get it down and set your feet and throw that one.
Left fielder number 11, Addison Good.
All right. Makes it now 2-0 on the air. As that will be a ball in the dirt here on the first pitch to Addison Good. Go eat first. Second pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-1 the count. One pitch here from Rosenfeld is grounded, and she steps on third. Cummings does, thinking there was a fourth. There was not. So both runners will be safe, as I think you just got to be more field aware there. You got to know that where your runners are at. So, yeah, I guess you got to be more. You got to know that you got to throw out first, because there wasn't anybody on first or so. Yeah. Runners at the corners here. 1 out here for Rosenfeld. First pitch is grounded to second base. Talia Hahn will pick that one up, and however, first one's just wide and off the glove. So Carusid will be safe, and a run will score, making it 3-0. And Good will get all the way to third on that play. And they're I think they're trying to say that the ball. I think they're trying to say that the ball hit her, that she interfered there, and that's what's going to be the call. So Carroll kind of bailed out on that one, as there's now 2 away. As now 7th batter will step up, and it is the first baseman. And I think we're having a little bit of confusion trying to figure out where the runner is supposed to go. I think technically if there's obstruction, the runner has to go back. So we'll step away for just a moment and come back after the ruling. Again here, after we get that figured out, so the runner did have to go back, and the runner going to second was out. As now we'll get Huff stepped up here, and the first pitch is outside, ball one. Second pitch is missed, and the ball gets away as there was supposed to be a throw down, and the runner will score as that one's thrown wide. And Carusid will get all the way to third on the wild pitch. Now 3-0. And not having a very hot start here early, especially they haven't even gotten to bat, so not looking too good here for the girls. As Hosenfeld trying to regroup and reset herself here, she winds back and fires, and that one's in the dirt, and it's now 3-0. Count here to Huff. Runner on third, 2 outs here, top of the first, here at Carroll Softball Stadium. And the 3-0 pitch is lined into right field for a base hit that will score. Third, and nobody was covering first there, and I don't know why Owen threw it to first. So Huff will end up on second on that error there. I'm not sure why Owen would throw it there. She should just throw it to the cutoff man, which would have been Talia Hahn, but yeah, very interesting. As now we'll step away as we'll have a meeting at the bump with Coach Riley Ludwig here as the Cubs still lead 4-0 here at Carroll Softball Stadium.
Two down. Center field number 8, Isla Martin.
Back out is the first pitch here. To Isla Martin is fouled off for a strike. Yeah, Coach Ludwig just trying to give encouragement to her young pitcher Hosenfeld, as she's also young here, as this is her first year coaching the Tigers, and that one is in there for strike 2. So just trying to stay positive here in a tough situation, and let's just get out of here so we can get on the bats. And that one is popped up into the air, into shallow center. McCool going for it, and she's not going to get there. Huff rounding third, and she won't score in time as Martin will be out. So that will end the inning. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Cubs and 2 errors for the Tigers as we head to the bottom of the first.
Hey, got 5 runs. Run scored that last 5 runs. Celebration bag, also high class, and enter a raffle for a gift basket. April Ladies Food Truck will also be stationed in the Cancer Center parking lot for personal purchase to honor the lives of radiation oncologists around the Randall House. Events be held rain or shine. Always look to the cross. Always
celebrating a decade of creativity and community. Thanks to you. Stop by on June 6th for a coffee and cocktails and celebrate with us.
The class of 2025. Congratulations to Happy Customs LLC Templeton. Special
Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the first. Shortstop, number 7, Riley Merla.
All right, Tigers turn here. The 6 as now the sophomore Bradley Marlowe will lead it off for the Tigers. And on the bump is Tempe Crusette as she slings that one in there and up high for ball 1. Marlowe only has sophomore, transferred in from Eagle Grove this past year. Also was at state track a couple weeks ago and did very well in that. As that one will even the count up, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch is swung on and hit into the gap, and it will get down as the left fielder cannot get there. As Marla heading for second, and she'll try for third as the ball gets away, and she will be in there easily with a leadoff triple. Wow, good base running there by Marla, as her and Coach Ledwig had both seen that the missed dive and the missed throw in, and the Tigers jump on that quickly. As now the junior second baseman, number 8, Tulia Hahn, steps in for the Tigers with a runner on third and nobody out here in the first. As she'll take the first one in the dirt, and Marla comes home and she will score as that one gets away. So the Tigers bounce back with a run of their own right away here, as Marla will take off on the wild pitch and score. And that makes it now a 5-1 ball game here in the bottom of the first. Cartridge gets set, fires, and that one is low and outside for ball 2. Bailey Bowman, the sophomore catcher, waiting on deck here. As Celia Hahn steps back in here, and the pitch is in there for a strike, making now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and that one is also in the dirt into the backstop. As the count will be now 3 balls and 1 strike here to the junior second baseman, Talia Hahn. Three-one pitch from Caruso is in the dirt, and that'll be ball 4. So Hahn will advance on a walk here with nobody out here. And stepping up is the catcher, Bailey Bowman.
Bailey Bowman.
So situation here, 5-1 ball game. Tigers down 4. Nobody out here at the bottom of the first. 1 runner on. And the speedy Bowman up to bat. As third and first both in. as that one's going to be high for ball one, as Hahn will have to dive back as the ball gets away, but she not able to get up in time and run. So that's good for the Cubs, because then you were just given a free base. Carusa's 1-0 pitch is high once again, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is once again high for ball three, as the pickoff move is non-successful, as Hahn's able to get back there easily. I think that's one good thing about Bowman's height here, not trying to pick on her height, but she definitely is lower, and as I say that, they finally get a strike, but it's kind of hard to throw strikes to her, seeing how she is one of the shorter players out there. The 3-1 pitch is outside, ball four, so that'll put runners on first and second, as now the left fielder, number 16, Emma Danner, steps in.
No, right down, right fielder, number 16, Emma Danner.
Danner with also pitched last night, kind of had a rough night as they weren't able to really get much figured out last night. But I will say Winterset is good. They are the number 12 team in the state right now, as that first pitch is in the dirt, ball one. But I definitely have decent hopes for this team this year. I mean, last year they did pretty good, but I think they could probably be better. Obviously, low numbers, but I think they might do just all right. As that one is hurled in there for a strike from Crusade, as the count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and popped up into shallow. Shortstop giving chase, and that one will be caught by Hillman. Good little catch there by Hillman, dropping back and making the catch, and there's one away.
Away, pitcher number 14, Kyra Hosenfeld.
Kyra Hosenfeld, the pitcher, will step in here. As we'll get a time as we're looking for an earpiece here as the catcher. McGaffigan lost it. So we'll get that figured out away for just a moment. So Hosenfeld will step up now here. That's Cruset's first pitch is in there for a strike. Runners on first and second, one out here for Hosenfeld as here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that one is in the dirt, and nobody will take off here. Down. Crusade back on the bump as she'll take the 1-1 pitch here. And that one is once again high, and count will go to 2-1. The 2-1 home is way overshot, and that'll go to the fence, so the runners will advance easily as the count will be up now to, I believe, 3-1. Yes, as the scoreboard updates. Thank you to our lovely librarian, Miss Wank, for running the scoreboard. The 3-1 home is swung on and missed, so the count will go full. Hosenfeld steps back in, and Caruso steps back on the bump here. And here comes the payoff pitch, and it's swung on and fouled back to the fence. As off goes the huddle cam for the Cubs there, as it was hanging on the fence, and it drops down in between the bleachers. So Hosenfeld will get another crack at it. As the 3-2 comes home, and that one is once again fouled off. Hosenfeld still battling. Good battle here for Hosenfeld. The payoff pitch once again here is high, so that'll load the bases here for the Tigers with away here in the first. And up steps the lone senior for the Tigers, the center fielder Tegan McCool. McCool coming in, kind of crowding that batter's box as she gets set. And the corners are in here as that first one is up and inside for ball one. Coach Ludwig giving out the signs here. And McCool will step into the box here. And that'll be in the dirt for 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Really good spot here for the Tigers as they have the bases juiced, 1 out here, and they're only down 4. And McCool could come through here in the clutch and get some more runs on the board. As the 2-0 pitch comes home, and she swings and misses for strike 1. Kayla Cummings, the third baseman, awaits on deck. As McCool swings and fouls off that one over towards the first base side. Right fielder getting chased but not able to get there. Good hustle there, just not able to get there and glove it. So McCool will step back in here. 2 balls, 2 strikes there, 1 out. Caruso looking for the backwards K here. And that one will be inside to McCool as the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Tegan McCool. Caruso's payoff pitch is up the middle. Good save. And her only play will be to first. So that'll be a sacrifice for Tegan McCool. It'll be a fielder's choice. As Hahn will score, and it's now only 5-2 as Carroll slowly cuts the deficit down to 3.
2 down, third base, number 12, Kayla Cummings.
Hillman making all the plays tonight for the Cubs so far as Kayla Cummings steps in for the Tigers with 2 away. And that first pitch will be up and in on her for ball 1. Second pitch to Cummings is right down the middle there for strike 1. Coach Ludwig just trying to tell her to stay in there. She definitely could have maybe took a swing at that, but it's not a bad idea to take a strike. The 1-1 pitch is grounded foul. Almost could have caught the line, just a little foul. So it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cummings. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. And that ends the inning here. So Carroll gets 2 runs across on 1 hit and no errors as we head to the top of the top of the second here as the visiting Cubs still lead your home team, Carroll Tigers. And the first pitch to the right fielder, Crane, is in the dirt for ball one. Hosenfeld with a decent first inning, but definitely got to correct the fielding here for the Tigers and knowing where we got to go with the ball as that one's bunted down the line to third. Throw there, and it's wide of the first baseman, and Crane will turn and head for second, and she'll be in there safe as she heads for third. The throw, no throw. So that will be an error, and Crane will advance to third there and still nobody out.
Nobody down, shortstop, number 1, Jory Hillman.
So now back up to the top of the order as Jory Hillman steps back in. 1 for 1 with a hit already. As she'll swing at the first pitch she gets. Back, off the wall. And that'll score a run. So that will be an RBI double for Jory Hillman. That one was crushed. I thought it might have had a chance to get out, but just went off the 180 sign out there and left.
Nobody down, second baseman, number 5, Nicole Woodford.
So that extends the Cubs' lead now to 4, with still nobody out in the inning. As Nicole Whitrig steps back in, infield still in. As she's looking for a slap bunt here, and she won't attempt as that one's in the dirt for ball one. Second pitch to Whitrig is in there for a strike, just caught the upper edge. Hosenfeld looks at the pitch call as she steps in and rocks back and fires. And that one's going to be slapped foul there by Whitrig. And that'll bring the count to 1-2. Hillman on second. The speedy shortstop. Both these girls are both pretty quick here, I believe. As that one's sent home, and it's grounded back to the pitcher. Hosenfeld, she's not able to field it, so that'll be an error. And Whitrig will reach first safely, and Hillman will advance to third.
Nobody down, third base, number 28, Jaden Malone.
Jaden Malone will step in, the third baseman. With nobody out and runners on the corners here. As Whitrig will take off as that's a swinging strike. No throw to try to keep the runner at third. So that'll be another successful steal there for Whitrig, her second of the night. Rosenfeld fires it in there, and that one is just a little bit high, says the home plate umpire, for 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is just a tad bit low there, and that will make it 2 balls and 1 strike as Bowman misses the throw back to the pitcher as she was paying attention to Hillman, and Hillman will score there. I think she was too focused on the runner instead of Hosenfeld throwing it and misses the throw, so she'll score, and it'll make it now 7-2 on that possibly mistake. Hosenfeld throws it, and she'll take off for third. Whitrig will on the throw. Not in time, as she'll be in there. As she's 3 for 3 on stolen bases, and the count rings up 3 balls and 1 strike to Jalen Malone. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. That'll bring the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes here, with still nobody out in the top of the second. Cubs still lead the Tigers 7-2. And that one is high, so she will walk. As that now puts runners on the corners here. And now she'll be in a pickle, and we're trying to get a double steal, and so Malone will end up on second as she hard 90 around first. And they faked like they were going to score, so that they had to throw it home so they didn't get Malone out. So now there's runners on second and third for the catcher, Megan McGaffin. First pitch to her is a swinging strike one.
Right now, catcher number 6, Megan McGaffin.
McGaffin 0-1 on the night. So looking to turn that around and try to get a couple quick ribbies here. As she swings at that one and fouls it off. 0-2 here. Rosenfeld looking to get her first out of the inning here and try to get it on the K. As she'll throw it in there, and that'll be strike 3. So Rosenfeld gets the K here, and it's now 1 away.
1 away, left fielder number 11, Addison Good.
As the left fielder Addison Good will step up to the plate. With still 2 on and 1 out here in the second inning. The Pat beat here to pad her stats. As the first pitch to her is high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Good is, I think they're going to say it's just high there for ball 2. As Bowman's just trying to check the runners, make sure nobody's going to try to make a move on her. The 2-0 pitch is fouled off of Bowman and to the backstop. Rosenfeld steps back in here trying to get another quick K. As that one's popped up into the arrow by short. And Marlowe will call off Cummings at third for the second out. So 2 retired so far here in the inning. And now steps up
Pitcher number 12,
the pitcher, Tempe Krasud. One for 1 on the night. And Rosenfeld just trying to close out this inning and kind of stop the bleeding as that first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Rosenfeld steps back in and fires. And that one is grounded over to first base, and it is a foul ball as it was just off the first base bag. So that'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Carson. And the 1-1 pitch from Rosenfeld is just high for ball 2. Rosenfeld trying to settle in and get this third out and get out of here. As that one is swung on and missed, and that will even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Carson. Coach Barlin gives words of encouragement to his batter and pitcher as the 2-2 pitch is home and it is high, so that'll be full count here with runners on second and third with 2 outs. Rosenfeld's payoff pitch is just outside there, and that'll be a walk, and that'll load the bases. And we'll get a courtesy runner here as Brenna Cashman will come in for the pitcher. Temporary Carshore to run it first.
Courtesy runner number 2, Brenna Cashman.
As now the first baseman, Olivia Huff, will step up here once again.
First base number 15, Olivia Huff.
First pitch to her is just catching the bottom corner for the strike. Good job by Hosenfeld starting off the AB with strikes. Definitely what you want to do in an at-bat. Definitely don't want to start off behind. The 1-0 pitch is high, running the count even, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that one is fouled off back. So that will make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to the first baseman, Huff. Hosenfeld's payoff pitch is just outside. And that'll even up the count, 2-2. Hosenfeld definitely struggling out there. I think she might have lost a little bit of confidence after giving up a walk and then some of the errors that have happened around the field. As that one shot over to first base and snagged by the junior Chloe Coster to end the inning. So the Cubs strand 2 and score 2 here as the score is now 7-2 headed into the bottom of the second. Set to start the top of the second inning as the first baseman, Chloe Coster, will get her first at bat of the night after having a really good snag to end the last half of the inning over at first. And Cruz, it's still looking good as that one is in the dirt, ball 1. Coster, one of the more experienced ladies on this team, as that one is also high for ball 2. As that's kind of one of the sad things is you only have, 1 senior and 3 juniors on this team, so obviously not a lot of depth right now, but if you get girls to go out for the big numbers, you're definitely going to have some depth, as you do have a couple younger girls on this team. So definitely would like to see the numbers go up within the next year or so. And the 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Definitely a smart idea to take a strike there. And it's just easier on the AB. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. And it's swung on and grounded over to third. Gloved by Malone, and she fires it over to first for the out.
One away, right fielder number 11, Kyla Owen.
And the lefty right fielder, Kyra Owen, getting her first at bat of the night. As the sophomore Bradley Marla waits on deck. As Owen steps in and takes ball one here to start the at-bat. The 1-0 pitch to Owen is high, ball two. I will say this Carroll team definitely has some good eyes. Is they're not really chasing much, really making cursed work for the strikes. As you can see there, is that one way high as the count runs 3 balls, no strikes. And we'll get a meeting out in the circle. As Coach Barloon stops out there to talk to his pitcher, try to calm her down, trying to give some encouragement to just kind of calm down, breathe, and get yourself back into this game. So, quick and easy meeting. As Owen will step in here. 3-0 count, so doesn't really need to swing. And that one's in the dirt. And that'll be a quick 4-pitch walk. So Kyla Owen will be on first for the Tigers with 1 away as we're back to the top as Marla will step back into the plate.
Bradley Marla.
First pitch to Marla is fouled off towards the third base line over by Coach Ludwig. Definitely a good amount of pop in Marla's bat as she made some really good contact and put it out between in about left center. So she could definitely be one that could maybe give one a ride out there to the about 190 area. As that one's skipped in the dirt, and Owen will have to dive back, and the throw won't be there. And the count is even at 1-1. Carew says 1-1 pitch is in the dirt and wild, so Owen will advance to second on the wild pitch. Cruzet steps back in and fires, and that one is up and in, and they're going to say it hit Marla there, so she will advance to first. Interesting. I didn't think it got her, but maybe just put her shoulder is what the umpire is signaling, so she will head to first, and now the junior second baseman Talia Hahn will step up. So 1 out, 2 on here for the Tigers, as Hahn will take a first pitch strike here. Interesting call, as I thought it got just a bit up there, but umpire calls the strike. Second pitch to Hahn is up there, and that will be a ball. Second pitch is in there for a strike, as the count runs now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the junior second baseman Hahn. And the payoff pitch is in the dirt. Now even them up, balls and strikes, 2-2. The payoff pitch is swung on a miss, but it's in the dirt. And I think they're just going to call it just a strikeout. She didn't have to run, I guess. But the runners do advance to second and third there, as now the sophomore catcher Bowman will step back in, with Cummings waiting on deck with 2 away in the inning. Tigers looking to squeeze at least 1 run in here quickly, as Bowman takes the first pitch strike. Second pitch to Bowman is in the dirt. 1-1. The 1-1 to Bowman is high, running the count 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 from Crusid is high. That'll be 3-1 now to Bowman. See if Coach Riley Ludwig gives Bowman the green light here to swing. And she does not, as she thought it was inside for ball 4, but just caught the corner for strike 2, and that'll make it a full count with 2 out here and 2 on. Payoff pitch is high, and Owen was caught there, but she eventually gets back. Definitely dancing around there, trying to see if she can sneak one by, but not able to, as Bowen will have will juice up the bases here with 2 outs. Danner is the next batter. There's my bad. So the left fielder Danner will come up here with bases loaded, 2 outs, and that first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Second pitch to Emma Danner is right down the middle for a strike. Good little off-speed pitch there from Crusid. One pitch from Crusid is just up and out. Now bring it to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is in the dirt at Danner's feet. Did not hit her, but now bring the count to 3-1 here for Emma Danner with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the inning. And Hosenfeld on deck as here comes the 3-1. Swung, grounded up the middle, and the throw over to first is dropped. So that'll be an error, and a 1 run will score, and Marla will go back to third as she will not attempt to score. As the first baseman Huff drops the ball there, and Danner will cruise in there safely, and that'll be an error and a run scored, as that brings the score now 7-3.
2 away, pitcher number 14, Carroll Hosenfeld.
As McGaffin will trot out to have a talk with her pitcher, with Hosenfeld coming up here and McCool on deck. We get set back here. Hosenfeld 0-1 to start the game so far. Looking to get at least 1 RBI, maybe 2. She could probably get 3 if she puts one all the way to the wall, as she swings and pops out. That ball lands just to the side of ours right here and out of play. Crusid trying to get out of this inning and stop Carroll from coming back here, as that one's in the dirt. That'll even up the count. The 1-1 pitch to Hosenfeld is fouled back to the screen. And the payoff pitch is swung on and grounded to third base. Picked up and thrown over to first, and Huff will make the catch, and that will end the inning. So Tigers get one and strand 3 as they slowly crawl back, making it now 7-3 headed into the third.
Heading off of the Cubs to the top of the third, center fielder number 8, Isla Martin.
Leading it off here is Martin, the right fielder, as that one shot into center field, and McCool won't get there, and it's all the way to the wall as Martin will head for second. And the center fielder, Martin, will be in there easily with a first pitch double to start off the inning.
Moving down, right fielder number 7, Bryn Crane.
As now the 9-hitter steps up to the plate. Bryn Crane with nobody out and Martin on second. As Hosenfeld sends it home, and that one's in the dirt for ball 1. Hosenfeld's 1-0 pitch is bunted foul, as the corners are both crashed right now. And is out at third, and Carroll will get the pickoff there. So that'll take the runner off the base with 1 out. 2-1 count to Crane here. Runner's still in as she looks to slap. And that one's going to go off the glove of Cummings, and there won't be a play as Marla had to dive just to save that one from going into the outfield.
One away, shortstop number 1, Jory Hillman.
She will reach on an error, as now back to the top of the order is Jory Hillman will step back up here. And Hillman swings at the first pitch she gets and lines it foul off to the left side. And runner going, throw down is not in time. And the runner will be in there safely. Crane just barely able to get the bag, and she almost came off it sliding. And the 1-1 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. And that one is grounded to third, and it's fair. And the runner coming home, and she is safe at home, as that'll be an RBI double for Hillman. And nobody covering third, and now the ball's going to get away, and Hillman's going to score in the air. What a crazy events there is. It barely was fair. The run scored. She gets to second, and then nobody was covering third. And she eventually gets all the way to third. The ball's thrown away, and she scores. So tough break for the Tigers here as it extends the Cubs lead 9-3.
Number 5, Nicole Whitner.
As the second baseman Nicole Whitner will step back up here. And that first pitch is a ball. And the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. And that is a swinging strike two. Strike two as the count now runs 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's just high, so the count. Rosenfeld's 2-2 pitch is slapped foul. So Wittrig will get another crack at it. Foul back to the screen. And the 2-2 is fouled off once again. Good battle here between Wittrig and Rosenfeld here. Still nobody on with way. And the Cubs trying to just keep adding on to their big lead here. That one's popped back and foul. And the payoff pitch once again is bunted to third, and Cummings will step and throw to third, and that will record the second out.
Two down, third base number 28, Jaden Malone.
Jaden Malone steps in here with 2 away in the third, as that one's in the dirt for ball 1. Second pitch from Hosenfeld is inside on Malone there, and that'll bring the count to 2 balls and no strikes. It's a 2-0 pitch home. Is grounded to third. Cummings picks up, fires, and that'll end the inning. So Carroll holds them to only 1 here, and we will head into the bottom of the third. Score still Cubs leading the Tigers 9-3.
Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the third, center fielder number 1, Keegan McCool.
Senior McCool will step in to lead off the inning here with Cummings on deck for the Tigers. As Crusade still out there for the Cubs. As that first pitch is fouled off over to the right side, or the left side, excuse me. The 0-1 home is high, and that'll even the count. That one's in the dirt, bringing the count to 1. The 2-1 home is also high, and that'll bring it up to 3 balls and 1 strike to McCool. The 3-1 is in the dirt, and that's a walk for McCool.
All right, be hitter.
Nobody down, third base number 12, Taylor Cummings.
And the young third baseman Cummings steps back up here once again in the third inning with McCool on first base and nobody out here, with the first baseman Coster on deck as that one's in the dirt. McCool will have to dive back, and she'll be in there safely. Cruz said back in there. She rocks back, fires, and that one's high as McCool will take off, and she's in there safely as the ball will skip away. Good jump and steal there by McCool. She advances to second with still nobody out, and a 2-0 count to Kayla Cummings. The 2-0 is way high, and that'll be ball 3 to Cummings here, as Coach Ludwig calls out the play here, and I'm not really sure she's probably going to give her the green light on 3-0. Maybe she will. And it doesn't matter because she won't get a chance to swing as she'll 4-pitch walk there, and she will be on first with nobody out. As we get a timeout here for the Cubs. Just before Chloe Coster's at bat.
Nobody down. First base number 21. Chloe Coster.
Might see if there could be a pitching change here within the next meeting or two. I'm not sure. As Chris said, I think kind of running out of gas here. She was throwing pretty hard and accurate in the first 2 innings, and now has kind of just lost that. And just barely able to find the strike zone on a few of these. As now she'll step in, and Chloe Coster will step up to the plate. As that one's in the dirt for ball 1. Another ball to Coster here as the count runs 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch is high, and the count runs to 3 balls and no strikes. As Cruz is definitely struggling here in this half inning, not able to find the strike zone. And here comes the 3-0, and that one is high again. So another 4-pitch walk. No sign of a pitching change yet.
Nobody down. Right fielder number 11. Isla Owen.
As the freshman Owen steps up to the plate here with nobody out and bases loaded, as she'll take a first pitch strike.
Load and go, Kyla. Load and go.
Owen steps back in with the infield in at the corners, as that one is low and evens up the count. The 1-1 home is swung on and popped up into foul territory. And the first baseman, Huff, will not make the play. We'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kyla Owen. And we'll get a timeout here. And we'll get a courtesy runner for Chloe. And that'll be Audrey Hudrich running for Chloe Coster at first base.
Runner number 5, Audrey Hedrick.
5 for 21. 5 for 21.
So get that substitution up real quick, as the infield is in here with nobody out.
Zone, Kyla.
But I don't think she's going to bunt because she's got 2 strikes on her. And the 1-2 is in there for strike 3. So Owen goes down on strikes, and there's 1 away in the inning. As we're back to the top of the order.
One away, shortstop number 7, Briley Murla.
As Briley Murla steps in with Hahn on deck and Bowman in the hole. As first pitch is in the dirt and it gets away, but McCool won't try to score here. As they say, it did clip her. I thought it didn't clip her because she got away from it, but they said it did get her on the foot, so it won't matter. So the hit by a pitch will score McCool, and it's now 9-4. Called by the umpires for the Tigers.
One away, second base number 8, Tulia Hahn.
As Tulia Hahn steps back in with 1 away and bases juiced. And she'll take the first pitch strike here, start the count. Second pitch is grounded foul. Not able to get good contact on that one. He fouled over to Coach Ludwig. And the payoff pitch is just off the plate there on a change, and that runs the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Definitely got to protect the plate here if you're Talia Hahn. And it's a strike 3, but she's got to run it out. And Cummings is safe at home. And I thought since the ball hit the dirt that Hahn would be on first because it was a strikeout, but I guess they're saying the catcher caught it. I'm not too sure about that.
2 down, catcher number 2, Bowman.
So 2 away as Bowman will step up. As Bowman will swing at the first pitch and miss for a strike. And that one's just inside. And that'll even it up 1-1. And so we did figure out why Hahn was out is because the bases were occupied. So they had to get rid of one. And the base is already occupied, so Hahn was out there as Bowman hit the ball. As normally the rule would be if there was nobody occupying that she would have to run it out. The catcher did not catch it. If she would have caught it, it would have been a regular 3. As the 2-1 to Bowman is fouled back to the fence. So we'll even at 2-2 here.
All bases were occupied. So, yeah. I mean, you can see they're dropping the ball.
And ball to Bowman there, and the count is full. Full count here, and that one is called. Strike 3 on the outer side. So Carroll gets a few and leaves the bases loaded. Leaves 1 as just quick little news about today. If you are a softball fan out there, and I'm sure if you are, you know that the Women's College World Series is currently going on in Oklahoma City for the collegiate level. And if you'd seen today in the Oklahoma versus Tennessee game that Ella Parker hit a walk-off home run to straight center to beat Tennessee and complete the comeback.
Megan McGuffin.
So pretty exciting moment for the Sooners, and especially for me because I am an Oklahoma fan, I would say. Love all events that Oklahoma does, and excited to see that the girls are moving on. As we're back here now, as the catcher Megan McGaffin will lead off the inning here for the Cubs as they lead 9-5 going into the top of the fourth. Rosenfeld still out there looking a little bit better now for the Tigers. As first pitch is skied into left center, and as I say that, that one's gone. Solo home run shot for McGaffin, and it's now 10-5. So pretty quick turn of events there, as that was a really good shot off McGaffin there for a homer, and that extends their lead now 10-5. So definitely took away some of the momentum that Rosenfeld had off the last inning. Now Good steps up to the plate and grounds the first pitch. She gets foul. One home from Rosenfeld is grounded to third base and off of the glove of Cummings, and she will reach base easily, and that will be an error recorded for the Tigers. Stepping up to the plate is pitcher Kempy Kurtz. Karsrud at the plate, one on, nobody out here in the fourth. And Rosenfeld's first pitch is swung on and dribbled fair. Throw by Bowman gets her, and she's out at first, but Good will advance to second base on the fielder's choice.
One away. First base number 15, Olivia Huff.
As now Huff, the first baseman, steps back into the box here once again tonight. And Rosenfeld will fire one home, and that'll be a first pitch ball. As Good got a pretty good lead there, looking like she was maybe going to take off, but decides not to and drops back. Second pitch is in the dirt, and that's wild, so Good will end up on third base. And the Cavs can run 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 is grounded foul over towards third base line. And the 2-1 home is high, so that will be 3-1 now to Olivia Huff with 1 out and a runner on third. The 3-1 pitch is in the dirt, and that'll be a walk, so Huff will trot to first. As now the batter number 8, right center fielder, gets to Martin.
Center field number 8, Ira Martin.
First pitch to Martin is just catching the edge for strike 1. Martin at the plate with runners at the corners. 1 out. 10-4, 10-5 our score here in the 4th inning here at Carroll Softball Stadium. And the 0-1 is grounded to third base. And Cummings will have a hard time fielding it, but she will not get the throw there in time. And the run will score there as it extends the lead 11-5 with runners on first and second.
On away, right fielder number 7, Bryn Crane.
Bryn Crane up now for the Cubs. As the corners move in here on the infield. I think Crane probably looking to get a slap bunt here. And she shows bunt, but it'll be outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is bunted foul over towards the Cubs dugout. The 1-1 home is bunted foul back to Bowman. The 1-2 is swung and missed for strike 3. Get the backwards catch. As Hillman, probably the player of the game for the night for the Cubs. She's been stellar on both offense and defense. And that one is hit her on the first pitch, so she will trot to first, and that'll load the bases with 2 outs, and that will bring out Nicole Wittrig.
Nicole Wittrig.
As infield is in everywhere except for short, and the first pitch is swung and missed. Yeah, you got Hahn, Cummings, and actually it's just Hahn, Custer, and Marler are both kind of staying back on third and first. As that's high, ball 1. One home is another high one, bringing the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Slapped foul. We'll even them up here, 2-2. Hosenfeld's payoff pitch is slapped foul. Good stop by the third base coach there. Hosenfeld trying to get out of this one and get her girls back on the sticks here and try to come back in this game. As that one is fouled up back to the fence. that mic on back there. Sorry about that, folks. We had some difficulties. And the mic died and the receiver died, so we got those charged back up, and now we're going to try to be up as long as we can before they die. But if they do die again, I think we'll just go no audio the rest of the game. As Hodenvelt still out there for the Tigers, they're trying to inch their way back into this one as they're now only down 5 as that one's lined into left field for a hit.
Nobody down, catcher number 6, Megan McGaffin.
As now the catcher Megan McGaffin steps it up to the plate with one on and nobody out here in the top of the 5th. And she did swing through on that one, so it is a strike. And Bowman checks the runner and makes sure she's. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Third pitch is high as it makes it now 2 balls, 1 strike. As we take a look over at the baseball field, the Cubs just retook the lead over the boys 4-3 now in the top of the 4th. So head over there if you want to see some baseball action tonight, as this game will end earlier than the start time. So please, after this, head over to the other live stream and support the boys team. As that one is popped foul. And that will run the count full here, 3-2. Roosevelt gets set, rocks back, and fires the payoff. And that one swung. That's deep. It's far. And it is gone. 2-run home run for Megan McGaffin. And it's now 13-6 in the 5th. So 2 homers on the night for the Cubs. Here and now, Carroll looks like they're kind of out of energy and are kind of struggling to get through this.
Nobody down. Brings up left fielder number 11, Addison Good.
So still nobody out here in the 5th. Nobody on now after the home run. As Addison Good, the left fielder, will step in for the Cubs. First pitch to her is lined into the gap between left and center. That will be fielded by McCool. She tries for second, and she is in there with a double. Good barrel on the ball there by Good, and able to get it right in that gap and leg out a double there. As now Brenna Cashman, who entered the game last inning to pitch, is up to bat. Cashman's first AB of the night with a runner on second. Still nobody out. Hosenfeld trying to get some outs here and get out of this one, as her first pitch is in there for a strike. Hosenfeld's 0-1 pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. As Bowman mishandles it and the runner almost takes off but decides to go back. Surprised Coach Barloon did not decide to send her home, as they've been kind of aggressive all night. I'm surprised they didn't just try to keep adding on. And that one's in the dirt and gloved by Bowman. Good little save. As the count runs 2 balls, 1 strike. Now one from Hosenfeld is in there for a strike as that evens the count 2-2. Hosenfeld's payoff pitch is in there, called, strike 3. So Kyra Hosenfeld gets a K here, and there's now 1 away in the inning.
1 away, first base, number 15, Olivia Huff.
As Olivia Huff will step back up to the plate here with 1 gone and a runner on second. As Coach Ludwig comes out to have a chat with the home plate umpire about something. I think we're going to get a pitching change here. Yes, it looks like Hosenfeld tonight is done. And she will trot out to center field. And Emma Danner will come in the circle, and that will move Tegan McCool over to left.
Emma Danner is now doing pitching for Carroll.
So we will step away here for a pitching change. Now as Emma Danner has entered the game to pitch, and that sends Kyra Hosenfeld to center and Tegan McCool over to left. And that is now 2 balls to the first baseman, Olivia Huff. The 2-0 pitch is wide, and Good will take off for third and be in there safely on the wild pitch as it's now 3-0. Danner struggling early here to start. Is not surprised at seeing how she threw all game last night, so definitely still a little sore and a little rusty from the game last night as Bailey Bowman goes out there to have a quick chat. Huff steps back in, 3-0 count, runner on third, 1 out here in the inning. Cubs still lead 13-6, and that's a walk. So Huff works a 5-pitch walk out of, or 4-pitch walk out of that, and now that'll bring up the top of the, that'll bring Martin, Crane, and then the top after this. one steps in, and that one attempt, but that will be in the dirt for ball one as Huff will advance to second on the steal. Olivia Huff at second. Addison Good at third, as that one is also in the dirt. Danner's 2-0 is just catching the edge for strike one. The 2-1 pitch is grounded to third base. Cummings picks up and fires over to first, and that will be an out. But the run will score, so that extends the lead now 14-6 here in the fifth.
Here now, right fielder, number 7, Brian Crane.
Bryn Crane steps back in here for the Cubs with 2 away and a runner on third as she's looking to bunch. Perfect bunt right up front. Bowman throws to first. Not in time, so the run will score as Huff scores from third. It's now 15-6 with 2 away. As Crane made it safely to first, as now we're back to the top of the order with Jory Hillman, the shortstop.
Here now, number 1, Jory Hillman.
Hillman pops the pitch. She gets back foul. Danner battling right now, trying to shake off the first few at-bats and trying to get out of this one so her team can get back and try to get some runs. And that one swung on a miss. Throw down to second and not in time, so Crane will get the stolen base there. As that brings the count now to no balls and 2 strikes with 2 away. The payoff pitch from Danner is in the dirt, ball 1. So the AB will continue here. Hillman steps back in as Danner gets set, rocks back, fires. And that one's high, evening it up 2-2. Danner's payoff pitch is just outside, so the count will run full. As we take a look at the upcoming games for the Tigers, as Saturday the Tigers will travel to Ogden for the Bob Morgan tournament, and that's called strike 3, and that'll be the third out. As the Tigers will head over to Ogden, and their first game will be at 2:15 against Southeast Valley, and then they won't play again until 4 when they play Grandview Christian, same day. And then after that, they will come back on Wednesday the 4th to play Gilbert. And then take a look at Nevada here quickly. Nevada will play tomorrow back home against Greene County. And then on Monday, they will travel on the road for a very tough game against PCM, who is the number 5 ranked team in the country. Or in the state, I'm sorry. So Carroll, it'd be nice if they could get a win, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pull this one out of here. And it's going to be especially hard for them going into the tournament off back-to-back losses to open the season. So if the score stands as it is now, the Tigers will fall to 0-2 and will be last in the conference, and Nevada will improve to 2-0, and they will
shortstop number 7, Riley Murdoch.
stand fourth, or no, they will stand third in the Heart of Iowa Conference. Actually, stacked conference over there. As the first pitch swinging for strike there, Riley Marlowe steps to the plate. Second pitch to Marlowe is skipped in there and in the dirt for ball 1. And this is probably really the last chance for the Tigers to get something across and to kind of try to make a rally here. Again for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch to Marlowe is high, 3-1. The 3-1 from Cashman is high, so Marlowe works to the walk, and she will trot over to first. As Tilia Hahn will come to bat here for the Tigers. As Hahn shows bunt, but Marlowe is going to run there, and she is safe. Sliding in to second. So that'll be ball 1, and Marlowe will get the successful stolen base. Cashman comes set, hurls, and that one is also low for ball 2. Brenna Cashman's 2-0 pitch is in there for a called first strike. The 2-1 to Tilia Hahn is outside, ball 40. The 3-1 to Tilia Hahn is swung on and missed, making the count full as Marla has to get back to the bag as she slides in safe, and the ball gets away, so Marla will try for third. She slides safe. So, good base running by Briley Marla as she advances to third on the payoff move. As full for Tilia Hahn here with Marla on third and nobody out in the inning. Payoff pitch is popped up into the air over by first base, and it's not able to be. Nobody's able to play on it there, so Hahn will get another chance. Hahn just battling with Cashman here a little bit, just try to keep herself in this one, maybe. The 3-2 pitch is popped in the air back to third. Easy catch for Jaden Malone, and there's one away. That is now catcher Bailey Bowman will step up to the plate here with Mark still on third. First pitch to Bowman is catching the outside for strike 1. The 0-1 to Bowman is swung on and grounded to short. Throw is in time to get her, but Marlowe will score, and it's now 15-7. With 2 away is now Emma Danner will step up to the plate with nobody on.
2 down. Pitcher number 16, Emma Danner.
First pitch from Cashman home is right down there for strike 1. That's grounded off the glove. Cashman hustling down the line, and she'll be there. Now she'll try for second on the air, and she'll easily be into second there on the air.
Two down. Center fielder number 14, Carroll.
Center fielder Hosenfeld steps in, 2 away, and Danner over on second base here in the bottom of the 5th. Hosenfeld choked up on that bat, looking like she's going to go for a bunt. And it'll be inside on the attempt. Hosenfeld batting left-handed here, trying to get a slap. She's normally a right-handed batter here, but I think she's trying to kind of put something down the line and beat it out. As the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is low. So 2 balls and 1 strikes. 2 will batter Hosenfeld with 2 away in the inning. And that one catches the corner for strike 2 on Hosenfeld. I think Hosenfeld might try to draw a walk here or bunt. Either way would work in this situation. And here comes the payoff pitch, and that one's bunted to second base. Throw is in time, and that ends the inning. And that will actually end the game here. So final score 15-7. The Cubs come into Carroll and get the win and will improve to 2-0, and the Tigers will drop to 0-2. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. Thank you for supporting Tiger Vision and all of the summer sports, and go Tigers.